Hello all, thanks for joining me today. My name is Lucy and I love to Heyday the Day Away. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can join me next time too. On level 14, now somehow I missed 13 or the beginning of 14, but I got Tom in this section. And last time when I got Tom, I sent him off for axes and saws and chopped down all my trees. And it was helpful at the time, and I thought it was a great idea. But in retrospect, what I know about the game now, I definitely wanted to send him out for the most expensive item and then sell the extras in my shop so I could get extra coins. So I'm just trying to determine what I think is the most expensive item, and I think it's cookies. If I was guessing, because everything else looks like it's fairly basic run-of-the-mill stuff. And if I remember right, I don't usually sell 10 cookies, but I think it's around 1,500 coins. So that would be a huge benefit to my little farm here that I'm starting. And I definitely want to pick 9 for only 310 coins, so I'm going to make quite a bit on that when I sell them. Now, I went away to wheat for just a little bit, but then I realized that I was doing something automatically that I wanted to show you guys. And it's something that you can only do with a full barn. So if you'll see here, my barn is full. And one thing that I was doing that's not good is I was wheating with a full barn. You get 0 drop items if you wheat with a full barn, so that's not good. But one thing you can do with a full barn that is good is stack your machines. Now, if you see my machines here, they have 4 items or more sitting on their shelf. And you can stack up to 50 items, I think, at each machine. So that is space that you don't have to use your barn for if you manage your machines properly. So see that I clicked on the dairy and it said full barn, can't pick anything up. Clicked on my grill, full barn, can't pick anything up. But what I can do is I can put in an item into this machine while I can't pick it up. So I'm going to put in some bread that only uses crops. And I can put in as many as I want to. And because my barn is full, it won't pick up the items that are still sitting there. Now, when I put in a pancake, it uses eggs and brown sugar. So it's going to take items out of my barn. So what I want to do is when I put in a pancake, don't click on anything else, but pick up enough items to fill my barn up again. So see, I picked up a feed and sugar, and my barn is full. And so I can put in another pancake, and it's going to use that many items again, and I'm going to pick up enough items to fill up my barn again, and I can put in something else. And as long as my barn is full, I can keep stacking items on those machines. It's a really handy way to save some space in your barn or continue to be able to make and have items when your barn is full. I am getting really close to leveling up here. Oh, barn. Now, one thing that I think I am going to do is shop for planks. And if I happen to find some when I'm away, like when I'm not recording, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy those. But I won't upgrade my barn unless you guys are with me. Now we'll do a little bit of weeding here. It's just something that I always do. And did I just wheat with a full barn? I probably just did. So it's just habit. Oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. I'm not used to my barn being full all the time. It does get full from time to time on my big barn, but not like on here where it's constantly full. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Can we upgrade? We can. Why aren't we doing that? So let's do that. we've got some space. Okay, opened up the red box. I always click on those, probably way more often than I should. Now notice the discrepancy between my bolts and everything else. I have like 20 more bolts than planks or tapes. So I definitely want to buy planks and tapes with some of my excess coins to expand my barn. Let's get this achievement, Hyper Harvester, because I have been harvesting like a crazy person. And that leveled me up to level 15. We got extra fields, pumpkins, sheep, pigs. What is that? Extra pigs, maybe? And pumpkin pies. That's probably going to be my new most expensive item. And what does he have to say? Oh, we get the post box where we get our thank you cards. There's a little postman guy. I obviously haven't helped anybody, but they're going to give me something here. So Greg gave me a thank you card. And mostly you get decos from there. I don't know if you can get anything that would be that beneficial to a small farm. But even decos are fun. And then he's just going to tell me how to get more. And I already know how to get more. So just help your neighbors water plants. If you didn't know that. I'm going to spin the Wheel of Fortune. I actually can't call it what I normally call it. I think it used to be worse. Like you would get like one wheat or one corn. And I think that they've really made the Wheel of Fortune better than it used to be. You get actual decent prizes a lot of times. I actually got a permit on my big farm the other day. I was absolutely shocked. So I should really rethink its name. Put out my fields, make them go how they're supposed to go. Now on my big farm, I put my fields in rows of 10 so that it's easy to count for like derby tasks and things like that. I know exactly how many fields I have planted. That still does not stop me from miscounting, but that's one little trick that I do on my big farm. Ooh, neat corn. Now, I'm less opposed to buying things that I need now that I have a few more coins. I've noticed that as I have leveled up, I have been able to buy the things that I needed. So coins are still definitely a necessity and something that I work on regularly. Much more so than when I first did a new farm. But like, look, I got the cow pen and I am going to, I should have plenty to buy all of the cows that I need. And is that everything that I need to buy for this level up? I mean, I still have 4,500 coins left. That is awesome. No new machines. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here. I know that 4,500 coins doesn't really go far. So I definitely want more of that. And I know that I got, I've got to buy trees. I got apple trees. So I'm going to cut down space for some apple trees. I think I'm going to put them up here in the corner. I wonder if I have enough to clear that out completely. Leave a few up by my roadside stand, maybe trees. There, that looks better. Well, oh my gosh, I think those frogs are so ugly. I'm so sorry. I like frogs. I just think that frog deco is really not. Maybe just because it's been around so long and I've seen it so many times. That's probably it. Because I really enjoy new decos. So now here is what I'm going to tell you. See how many trees I'm planting? When I first, I'm spending a lot of coins on just trees. But when I first did this, I planted like 2 trees because I had 0 coins. And what I understand now is I can use these trees as silo storage. So it's better to plant more of them and then use them as you need them, especially when silo space is at a premium and barn space is at a premium. Oh, cheap. So I'm going to sell and make some feed and stuff like that. But the trees can just sit on your farm and you don't have to use them until you need them. You can harvest them when you're ready for them and then just leave them sitting on the trees when you don't. But I would recommend flagging them on these smaller levels just as soon as you are ready for that. That way they can be refreshing. Mine on my big farm, I just leave sitting and sitting and sitting until I'm ready to flag for somebody in my neighborhood usually. Now I took a little break here and I sent off Tom in the meantime, but Tom is ready to be sent again, so I thought I would pop back on here. Hello, Pine and Maple. Thanks for buying. Now, pumpkin pies are my highest. I double-checked it. Now, I'm really wanting to level up faster just so that I can get more expensive items to send Tom off for while I have Tom for free for 3 days. I think it was 3 days. That's quite a long time. I really thought I only had him for like 1 try, but that was very generous. They gave him for 3 days. Run, Tom, run. We'll harvest some eggs. I've really just been harvesting them and selling, but what I'm noticing is it's much harder to keep up with my feed machine. Even with 2, one of them has to go all the time for chickens. Barn is full. I can't pick them up. Sell some eggs. Oh, no wonder my barn is full of eggs. I obviously have not been selling those as often as I thought I did. So he'll be ready again in 2 hours. And I'm going to sell most of his pumpkin pies. I'm going to keep a couple for myself in case I need them for a truck order. I must need to sell some wheat because otherwise I don't think my silo would be full. Even though we have a lot of crops, for the most part I can keep, 20 to 30 wheat. It's a decent amount for such a tiny farm. Pop in some feed here. And I try to keep enough so that I can do them the next time. But I only have 5 feet, so I'm only going to harvest 5. That way they can always be ready in case I do need them. And I'm seeing that I have a package here. I don't even remember what machine I put there. So this is literally going to be a surprise for me. Oh my gosh, what was it? Oh, pie oven. Duh! I could send off the pumpkin pies. I should have known that. Selling stuff. Silo upgrade. Definitely. I'm in. I'm seeing that I'm getting more nails. Now look at how many bolts I have. That is insane. I am definitely going to be buying planks and or tapes with my extra coins. And I don't really need that many popcorns, I don't think. So I'm going to sell some of those. Not all of them, in case I need a few for a truck order. It would be nice to have a bigger shop, so that my ads would not disappear quite so quickly. I just didn't want to spend diamonds on that yet. And maybe I could add some friends. I haven't done that in recent years on my big farm. So I don't, used to you would use either Facebook friends or in-game friends. So I don't know if you can still use in-game friends for that. Maybe I should try it out. Now I took a little break here, but I wanted to come back. Thank you, Pine and Maple, and show you what I was getting in the farm pass. I just had a few things to pick up. Panels. And then I also wanted to send some trucks and get some experience. Just some panels, I guess. I'm getting close to the nails. Oh, well, that was easy. 1 truck for farm pass points. My goal on my truck board is to have all green checks. So I try to put in things that will make those checks turn green. Notice I only have 2 that aren't. The absolute goal is to be able to just send a truck right after the next one and have a well-stocked barn, but it's almost impossible on these small farms, like I would say. I mean, I have a lot of experience stocking my barn, and it is difficult to make enough stuff to keep it stocked, even putting it in all the time. Maybe if I bought more items, but it just takes a while to make stuff. And the levels do go really fast, so maybe that's part of it too. Do some weeding. I should have probably planted corn or bought corn. Now, all of these things that I'm picking up, see now look, all green checks, because I used my truck board as like an order request and popped in even extras of the things that it was requesting. Now, the higher levels you get, the more items it's going to ask for. So like when mine asks for bread, sometimes it'll ask for 50 bread for a truck order. I can't even imagine having to fill 50 bread on this teeny tiny farm. That would be crazy. So I'm thankful that they just have tiny orders. Got a nail for my level threshold. Did I have level thresholds before? Because I did not notice them. I love those prizes. I wonder what the next level up brings. Looks like we get sheep and a sheep place and some deco. Now, if you didn't notice, I seen that Pine and Maple were buying from my shop quite a bit. And I think I might have even, I don't think all of it was in the video, so I wanted to thank them. I'm seeing that I have a thing I can pick up here. And holy cow! I must have got a ton of experience for that, whatever that was, because that happened quick. I needed a lot. To level up. And wow. Okay, so sheep house, sheep feed. I'm going to have wool, a new product to make, butter popcorn, and some decorations that I will forego for now. Wow. So here we are at level 16, and I am definitely going to want to buy those sheep. I hope I have enough. I need a space for them first. It's only 300 for their house. Everything is really crammed in here, but we'll get there. 800 per sheep. Yeah, I should have plenty. And is that all I have to buy for this level? That's nice. Just decorations. I like that washboard. It's been around a while too. I like the blue. So let's see here. I need to feed these poor things. They look so pathetic, all hungry. Well, that was a super easy level up, but I really think it was made easy by all of the coins that I accumulated along the way. I definitely think that that is something that has helped me this time. I was not as much coin focused the first time I started a farm. So definitely something I would recommend. Now, I think that I'm going to go and wheat for a while and work on this level since there's really not a whole lot else to do. So I'm going to sell some eggs and do some weeding. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can join me, Lucy, and we can Hey Day the Day Away together next time.